Hey there, I'm Sarah Wood, Mind Body Nutrition Health Coach, and in today's video I want to teach you how you can naturally relieve congestion quickly so you can go about enjoying your day outside. And right now, as I'm filming this is a really great time because allergy season is rolling in and I'm getting a lot of questions about sinus congestion and respiratory problems. And a lot of that comes from people who know that I have had those experiences. I used to be a severe asthmatic and a severe allergy sufferer for years, for over 25 years. And it was after I had my first, when I became pregnant with my first baby, that I really got serious about finding a more natural solution to my suffering. And I received really amazing training to do that. And part of that training was around reframing how I thought about breathing and learning to breathe more optimally, because I realized through that training and that experience that I was really bad at breathing. And it's not something I thought about, and it's not something a lot of people think about, because it's one of those things we just do to survive, right? We breathe, we eat, we sleep, and if one of those things is a little off, we feel it. If we haven't eaten in a while, we feel hungry. If we haven't slept in a while, we feel really tired. But if we were to stop breathing, we wouldn't live for very long. Breathing is something we have to do, so it's very interesting that it's one thing that most of us are disconnected from. And there's a certain way to breathe that's more natural and optimal for your health. And then there's the way that most people breathe nowadays. And I'll go over that really fast before I go into the exercise that you can do for your congestion. When you breathe, a natural, more optimal way to breathe is breathing through your nose, using your diaphragm to control the air, and breathing calmly and relaxed. A good example is to watch how a newborn baby breathes. A newborn baby breathes through the nose, not through the mouth, because a baby needs to nurse, and the nose needs to be able to breathe in order to survive through nursing. And over time, as we're exposed to more environmental stress, and we're exposed to more emotional stress, and we're exposed to food stress, our breathing will change. We will mimic the way our caregivers breathe, and our body will begin to become stressed, and we'll start to do what's called subtle hyperventilation. And that means a lot of mouth breathing, a lot of irregular breathing. And one way that, especially people who have allergies and asthma, one way the body will respond is by trying to congest the airways in order to limit that hyperventilation. So when you're over breathing, your nose will feel clogged up. And a way to really understand that is if you start panting through your mouth, or when you wake up in the morning after sleeping and probably snoring through the night, your nose is pretty clogged up. So the solution is pretty simple, and I will teach you today a few of my favorite exercises that you can do now. First, you need to unclog the nose so that you can do the exercise. Today I want you to do that through movement. Go for a walk, and it can be a walk. You can go in circles around your living room, even though that's not very exciting. Ideally, get outside, get in nature, relax about the possible allergens, and just enjoy being outside, and you're going to go for a walk. On that walk, I want you to warm up by walking for about 5 minutes and get your lungs warmed up. And then after walking for about 5 minutes, you're going to walk 5 steps, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then inhale through your nose, exhale through your nose, keep your mouth closed, and you're going to plug your nose, and while your nose is plugged, you're going to walk for 5 steps, and then inhale through the nose and out through the nose, and take about 10 steps, and then do it again. Plug your nose, walk for 5 steps, unplug your nose, walk for 10 steps. So you're doing a 5-step breath hold. And as you're doing that, you might notice your nose starts to clear a little bit more each time, because when you're doing that, you're slowing down the breathing, you're getting in the right amount of oxygen, your breathing's becoming more regular, more relaxed, and your body will start to naturally relieve the congestion. And then, here's the next exercise. Continue to go for a walk while nose breathing. Don't open your mouth. Don't push yourself so hard that you feel like you have to pant and open your mouth to get in more air. Just go for a relaxed walk, continue to nose breathe, and do that for about 15 to 20 minutes. All right, so after that walk, your nose should start to clear more. Now, if you're in a place where you can't walk, here's something you can do, and it might feel a little bit silly, but seriously, just try it and see what happens. You're going to naturally open up your nasal breathing through this quick exercise. So I want you to inhale through your nose, exhale through your nose as best as you can, and then on the exhale, plug your nose, and you're going to rock back and forth. So are you ready? Inhale. And then when you're done, try to breathe back in through your nose and then slowly calm your breathing down. And you can do that, do it, take a quick break, do it again, and you can do that, 3, 4, 5 times until you start to experience more relieved breathing through your nose. And then the key is to be more mindful about nose breathing. That's it for the lessons on naturally relieving that congestion. If you have questions, please feel free to email me. One thing to do now is to go over to feelfreetobreathe.com, and there you can sign up to get a free ebook on a lot of the strategies you can do to naturally relieve your seasonal allergies and to step into your more authentic and more empowered way of life. And I will continue to support you and update you through coaching email newsletters. Thank you for being here. I look forward to reconnecting.